Guys, we're trying to reach 1000 subscribers by the end of the month. It's April 2019. So please, subscribe and smash that like button. Let's start the video. Boop. Brain mates! Hey, my name is Jordan. I'm from Jordan and you are watching The Jordan Show. Today we are going to watch a video with the title Top 5 African Slaves Who Became Legendary. Anyway, I would like to thank you guys for sponsoring this video through the Streamlabs link in the description down below. Especially Matthew Man for sponsoring this video and many others. Let's watch together. Roll it!
That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
There were literally millions of enslaved Africans throughout world history via the Atlantic slave trade and the Arab slave trade. These Africans were taken to foreign lands and had to merely survive. We in the diaspora are a product of that history. These circumstances were breeding grounds for heroes, and every once in a while, slavers would run into one, an individual that was not just going to survive, but that was going to thrive, becoming legendary. Today, we're going to talk about the top 5 enslaved Africans who became legendary.
Yeah, this video should be like a tribute to all these amazing heroes that stood, against a brutal reality that they had to go through. So yeah, let's just actually, watch this video and just, try to imagine a world where you are being sold to, as a slave to somebody else or something like that. Just imagine, while you're listening to this, just imagine that this is your reality and this is what's going on right now with you. And ask yourself, would you deal with things like they dealt with these things, So yeah, let's start watching.
What up, African world? It's Home Team here, and I'm back at it with another video of African history, culture, and worldview. And as usual, if you like these videos and would like to support in its continued production, gaining access to sources, courses, and exclusive videos, you can support the Home Team on patreon.com. The link is in the description box below. So let's get right into it. Coming in at number 5, we have the legendary hero Mansa Sakura. Now, Mansa Sakura was a court slave of Sundiata Keita, the founder of the Mali Empire. Being a slave at birth, he would have been completely reliant on the will of Sundiata, but he would have learned a lot from the great ruler of Mali. It seems as though Sundiata saw great potential in Sakura, and so he decided to free him. Mansa Sakura then served as a general in Sundiata's army. Sometime after Sundiata's death, Mali fell into a brief period of instability over the crown. Sakura seized this opportunity in full, beat his opposition, and became the king of Mali. It was
Whoa, the king slave, guys. That's fucking awesome.
during the reign of Mansa Sakura that Mali saw a great increase in its territory. Mansa Sakura was a king that put in much of the groundwork for the great empire we know and love today. Next at number 4, we have the legendary hero Yasuke. Now, some may be surprised he's not as high on the list, but remember, out of the millions of unnamed enslaved Africans, his name survives for us today. Also, some may make the argument that Yasuke technically wasn't a slave, but that simply isn't true. Yasuke had little to no control over his profession, at least initially. Yasuke was an African who was offered to Oda Nobunaga in 1581 as a tribute by the Italian Jesuit Alessandro Velegnano. Yasuke became so beloved by the Japanese ruler that he acquired the esteemed title of samurai.
Whoa, what? Oh my god, I want to know more about this guy. Oh my god, I want to know more about this guy. Okay, if you guys watch this, channel before, I'm like, really into Japanese culture and Japanese in general. And when I found out that there was a black samurai and his name is Yasuke, oh my god, this is fucking awesome. I want to know more about this guy.
He was originally believed to be from Mozambique. The Japanese were very intrigued by Yasuke as they had never seen an African, and Oda Nobunaga took great interest in him. Yasuke was described by a Japanese account as a healthy young man of about 16 or 17 years of age, black as a bull, and possessed of a fine character. He was called Yasuke by the Japanese, and was reportedly given his own residence and a katana weapon. Nobunaga himself claims he was much older, about 26 or 27. He hailed him as being strong, good-looking, and possessing a great demeanor. Yasuke fought alongside Nobunaga's forces as a valued samurai during a pivotal moment in Japanese history called the Sengoku period, a period marked by constant military conflict over the unification of Japan. It's absolutely incredible that an enslaved African played a role in such a pivotal moment in Japanese history.
I know!
Breaking our top 3.
This is fucking awesome. I'm really excited about, like after I finish this video, I'm gonna go and check and look, for like a movie or an anime that talks about Yasuke. I'm really excited to know more about this guy.
We have the legendary hero Ganga Zumba. Ganga Zumba was the first leader of a massive runaway slave settlement in Brazil. Zumba was an enslaved African who escaped bondage on a sugar plantation and eventually rose to the position of highest authority, literally creating his own kingdom in Brazil. This tremendous achievement gave him the title Ganga Zumba, meaning Great Lord. Ganga was said to be African royalty as he was the son of a princess from the Congo Empire. During warfare with the Portuguese, he was captured as a prisoner of war and sent off to Brazil. Ganga helped to form a Maroon community.
Again, the Portuguese were fucking crazy. What the fuck? I don't know. Just thinking about Portugal right now and how peaceful and easy going this country is, and thinking about their history, it's fucking crazy, It's like a huge a far fucking extension between, the Portuguese they were like back then and the Portuguese people right now. So yeah, this is fucking interesting. They were everywhere and they conquered everybody. Like whenever I go to some place new, there is fucking Portuguese, colonization happened there.
Communities of former enslaved Africans in Brazil, which later formed into a well-organized kingdom in which he became king. By the 1670s, Ganga Zumba had a palace, 3 wives, guards, ministers, and devoted subjects at his royal compound called Macaco. The compound consisted of 1,500 houses, which housed his family, guards, and officials, all of which were considered royalty. It's so fitting that a prince of the Congo Empire would continue his royal lineage by literally creating an empire of his own under the worst conditions possible. This is indeed legendary.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 2, we have Malik Umbar. Malik Umbar was an Ethiopian leader in the Deccan region of India. Now Malik is special because most enslaved Africans were captured as war captives when their kingdoms or villages got invaded. Malik, on the other hand, became enslaved because his own parents sold him into slavery.
Whoa.
It really doesn't get any worse than that. Over time, he was sold repeatedly in the Middle East and eventually ended up in India. He didn't allow his start to deter him, however. He became a regent in one Indian dynasty and later raised his own army. He increased the strength of his region and even founded a new city. He rose from his circumstance and created a mercenary force numbering up to 1,500 men, a force that was hired by local kings. He is regarded as a pioneer in guerrilla warfare for that region in India, and one of his many accomplishments includes humbling the might of the Mughals, even though they eventually gained the upper hand. Malik Ambar was a great statesman and soldier, and he's a testament to the legacy of Africans in India. And finally, coming in at number 1, the greatest legendary former enslaved African hero has to go to Gaspar Yanga. Gaspar was an enslaved African leader of a Maroon colony in the highlands of Veracruz, Mexico during Spanish rule. Some scholars proclaim that Mexico had the second largest number of enslaved Africans after Brazil. Around 1570, Yanga led a band of slaves in escaping to the highlands near Veracruz under Gaspar's.
It's really amazing how, just the idea of being the leader of a runaway crew from slavery gives you this title to be legendary and a hero, because he actually freed these slaves from the worst thing the worst thing ever can happen to any human being. I really can't fucking even fathom the idea of being somebody like that, It would be really, oh my god, yeah, fuck it. This guy actually helped them escape the worst thing that can ever happen to any human being. He deserved to be a hero.
Leadership, they successfully and fiercely fought to maintain their freedom for more than 30 years in the Mexican highlands.
Whoa.
The Spanish sent troops in attempts to take over the territory and re-enslave Gaspar and his community. Their attempts were greatly frustrated by the Maroons, and the Spaniards could not at all gain a conclusive victory for years. Heavy losses on both sides drew the Spaniards to sign a treaty based on Gaspar's terms in 1618. Like Ganga Zumba, Gaspar Yanga was said to be a member of a royal family, a prince from modern-day Gabon. In the late 19th century, Yanga was named as a national hero of Mexico, and the settlement he formed, located in today's Veracruz province, was renamed as Yanga in his honor.
Wow.
Today, the town reportedly hosts the Carnival of Negritude every August 10th in honor of the legendary African hero. Gaspar is no doubt one of the greatest African princes in world history and a legendary African hero.
Wow, that was really epic and very emotional too. Like when you think about it, when I told you to actually think deeply and imagine yourself in their fucking shoes. Yeah, this is just, life is fucking brutal, and I hope that we will never ever be in the same kind of situation as human race. I hope that we will never do all these things once again, slave other people, to do our shit. That's fucking bullshit, guys. Anywho, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe and smash that like button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace the fuck out.
That's my best friend. That's my best friend.